don't know what the fuck's going on.
Society definitely does get harder to adjust to. And
well, just stuff has been, it's a good thing, but like so much stuff is accepted now that is like there's just so many variables, and I love it, but like it's just confusing, bro. And it's like hard to stay respectful. Like there's so many things that people consider disrespectful, like the pronoun stuff. Like I understand why it's an issue and why people want respect with it, but like you also have to understand why someone's not like keen to it or like understanding it. Like they didn't grow up in that environment. They don't know, like you're teaching them right now. Like don't treat them like they're like stupid. Like it's like you're teaching them something new. Like enlighten them. Like make them actually respect what you're saying so that they do it, rather than saying like, oh, you're such a pig. Like you have no consideration. Like I don't know. Like guys really just don't know. Like not just guys either. I've seen girls who are just as bad at that shit as guys. Like
yeah, that's all tied into like cancel culture.
Cancel culture is terrible. I hate cancel culture so much.
Dude, we were watching a fucking movie last night, and it was I think it was Squid. Squid was like that movie. Like we watched it like in early 2000s, like a raunchy ass movie last night with just like
American Pie type
American Pie. It wasn't American Pie,
yeah, but it was
American Pie's like sister.
I feel,
if not older sister. It was lucky. Really
was it the one with Tommy Lee Jones? Where
I don't fucking know. Yeah. I don't even know what the
dude. Those movies were so weird.
It was called like Road to Beer Pong or some shit. I don't know. It was low key kind of funny, but. Someone last night, I think it was Squid, he was like, oh dude, like a movie like that would never be made today or like flying today's standards.
Yeah, totally.
I don't like that because I think comedy is every level.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
and it's like, I mean, a lot of jokes, like at least when I was watching like Comedy Central growing up, like there was a lot of racist jokes all the time. Yeah. There's a lot of sexist jokes and like
no one got offended really.
It's a joke. That's why. It's a fucking joke. Like bro, I get if this guy's up there and he's like a known racist who's making only racist jokes, that calls for like, okay, we should cancel this guy. Maybe. But like someone makes a joke about someone being fat, they literally could get canceled nowadays. And it's like that was such a standard joke. Like what are you even supposed to joke about now? Like, jokes almost 9 out of 10 times are insulting something. And it's like, insulting is not accepted anymore. So, like, there's that 10% of jokes. And it's like, what? Like, are they really going to be hitting? Like, bro, you hit someone with... Oh, my God, bro. The funniest shit to me, like, in my opinion, the most comedic thing in my life is being in game chat on video games. And that game chat on video games is the most toxic, like just spewing masculinity at each other constantly, just degrading each other, even though we're on the same team. Yeah. And it's like, when you hop off the game, no one's offended. Like, we know it was all jokes. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, people really be getting so touched and emotional over so much shit now. Yeah. Like, especially, like, in pop culture. Like, you'll see something, like, go up. Like, the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing, when it happened, it was like, I remember, like, no, like, at that time, that was, like, the first transgender person I remember, like, famous person, at least, like, being a big deal. And I don't recall, like, anyone really having an issue with it, like, in my friend group. But, like, on the internet and stuff, like, everyone was hating on it so much. But, like, if that were to happen now, like, would people even talk about it? Like, I feel like all this, like, it's almost like plastic surgery at this point. Like, not changing genders, like, is comparable to plastic surgery. But, like, just how often, like, I don't know. Like, people can just, like, I could literally today say I identify as a male and tomorrow say I identify as a female. And, like, have no reasoning. I could just believe that, right? Yeah. And it's like, you would have to call me a female or else I have all entitlement, apparently, to be mad at you. But it's like, I can't even explain it for myself. And, like, I've been in that exact situation before where it's like someone gets mad at me about pronouns. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. So what are your pronouns? And then the pronouns are non-specific. So it's like, how the fuck am I even supposed to talk to you? I can't call you he or she. I'm supposed to call you they. But they doesn't plug into this sentence anywhere. So what do you say in that situation?
You're asking me?
Yeah. What would you say if you had to acknowledge me, but you can't say he or she? So, like, say... he has an Arizona, but using a they, them pronoun. Please.
You start off with, the thing is, like, before you come up with a conclusion and you find out, you know what I mean? Like, right now you're jumping to the conclusion before we go to the conclusion, right now we want to diffuse them. Really like settle out the vibe, like fucking like a little shoulder rub mentally, just like mellow everything the fuck out, and be like what do you want to be called, and let them come up with an answer.
No, but not even that. I literally, the they them, I don't understand how to use it properly. Like, please say he has an Arizona, but using they them pronouns instead of he. Like, I actually don't know how I would form that sentence. Like, that's my confusion right now.
Yeah, I mean, a big thing is people get like,
would you just say you? Like, you have Arizona? Like, do you have to just be direct?
I would just try and find out their first name and go from there. And I would say,
I guess that is just more respectful in general, knowing someone's name.
Yeah, some shit. I don't know. And that's a whole nother argument. It's, you know, people in today's worlds, like, I think, you know, and not just the like group of people you're talking about specifically that are like finding issues with like pronouns and shit, but I think so many people, like every fucking type of person, every age, every gender, I think like in today's system and society, it's so fucked up, and just people are just miserable and just like looking for something to like grasp onto and like bring others down with them. So in like situations like that, you end up getting fucked. Yeah, you know, and they
it almost seems like a setup. Yeah, exactly. It's a setup, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm sure there are people, like, there's 100% people who don't know what they want to identify as and shit. Yeah. But like,
that's such a funny like conversation that like you wanted to bring up just now. Like, that's so random.
What, the gender thing?
Yeah. Like, especially coming from you.
It's like, I'm genuinely confused about, not pronouns in general, because I get that, wanting to be identified as what you are. It's just the they, them. I just don't get that. Like, at all. Like, you're not even identifying as anything if you're a they, them. You're literally wanting to be seen as nothing. Like, not saying that he and she are the only things, but it's like they, them is not a category. A category is not the right word, because that's fucked up to put something in a category. But like, gender, like, because it's a gender. Yeah, like, is the proper word. Yeah, like they, them is not a gender, in my personal opinion. You're literally saying you don't have a gender.
Yeah, it's
just confusing. Everything's so confusing,
bro. I mean, on so many levels than that, the world is so fucked up right now. Like, and that's like, you're just scratching at the surface. Like, you got to fix so many other things to like get people. Like, everyone's on a different vibe right now. Once you get everybody on the same vibe, you're then be able to fix things like that. And I'm not even saying that that's like a.
I'm really excited to see what the world looks like when we have kids. Like, when our kids are our age, I'm really excited to see where the world goes, because it looks like I mean, at least like, being progressive and like being more that's a lie. I was gonna say more united as a country, but I feel like we're splitting up a little bit more. But like, at least as like a people, like people having respect for people, I think that's getting really good. Like, there was so many like isms and stuff when even our parents were like being raised, bro. Like, they were like, some people who are our ages that have parents that are just super racist and stuff, and it's like, it's just a product of their environment. And it's like, we're products of our environment. Like, we grew up in Morro Bay, that's why we're just so relaxed and accepting. Like, there's not, like, we don't have a hate for anything here, except for like people that like try too hard, damn near. Like, that's the only thing we don't like. Like, I don't know, a lot of places, like, I know people who grow up in slow, like, they're more like snobby, like, you know what I mean, like more like materialistic, like